I don't really know. I don't know if I'm a perfectionist, but I try and do my best. I think try and kind of spend time with the script and ask the directors a lot of questions, and try and kind of do things to the best of my ability. For example, if I got the script of Spotlight and I wanted to do it, sharing it with somebody, what is it really going to do for me? I've decided to do it when I've kind of read it, and then from there on in, it's kind of my responsibility. So I think that it's better to kind of focus energies on yourself and what you think. Shoes, I collect records, I collect films, and I collect clothes.
How are you?
Good, good. How's it going?
Congratulations, Harsh, first of all all the amazing reviews that you've been getting for Spotlight. I personally was really, really, really blown away with the episode, and it was so amazing.
Thank you so
I'm sure.
much. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting couple of days. It's been beyond anything that I'd imagined actually. So very grateful, and it's just the beginning because I think a lot of people are gonna watch it now as well with the episodes kind of in a certain order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I think a lot of people started with the other episodes, or kind of will come around to this. So it'll be ongoing, the viewing, and I'm looking forward to the feedback.
Yeah, so I know a lot of friends who actually started with Spotlight. So I said, why did you choose to start with Spotlight? I said, no, we want to see Harsh Varrdhan because he's got this intriguing look and everything, and we want to know more about this guy. So, do you think this character has more of you in it?
I think it's hard to say. I think that there are some things that I think overlap because you're kind of playing an actor, and as artists, we kind of all have insecurities. But I mean, I think I'm also very different in a lot of ways. I don't think I'm um, narcissistic like that, and I don't think I'm so conscious of what people think, and of all the time. And I think there are a couple of interesting differences, but it's cool that I kind of got to live that. But I would say he's pretty different from me.
So, while playing that, was there anything that you discovered about yourself?
I would say not really. I don't think that there were any kind of new revelations that reveal themselves to me. No, I would not say that. No.
All right. So, how is the reaction and feedback at home, mom, dad, and both the sisters? What do they think about your performance?
Mom and
Any
dad have
critics?
seen it. Sorry?
Any critics in the house?
Yeah, mom and dad have seen it. Sonam and Riya haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure they will. No, I think my mom really enjoyed it. My dad actually saw it before the release, so he actually saw an early cut, and he had liked the film. He was kind of a bit anxious about how audiences would react to something so different. But now that the feedback's come in, I think he's just very happy.
Great. So, is it like a super success right now, or you think you already enjoyed that during Mirzya or Bhavesh Joshi or AK versus AK?
Well, Mirzya obviously came out and didn't really do well, so that really wasn't a success. I think Bhavesh kind of came out again, didn't do well in cinemas, but later found a cult following online. But that took a couple of years. That took a couple of years for that process to happen, for the film to be accepted. AK versus AK was very much a success. Came out right away. People really liked it, and the reviews were very strong. And now this, so I feel like I think the last three films have been successful in different ways. With Bhavesh, AK, and Spotlight. The only exception is obviously Bhavesh came out in cinemas and didn't do well at the time. But these films, the last two films have been direct to OTT, and you have kind of seen great reviews for the most part, and success and acceptance for the films right away. So it's been kind of great.
So the Kapoor house is known for great bonding, like the family bonding. How do you guys celebrate success? जब भी ऐसा कुछ होता है, something new that happens, new achievement or something. What do you guys do first?
Well, I mean, I don't think right now, we have to kind of be a bit conscious about the world and where the world is right now. We're in a very interesting kind of place where, there's still a lot of tragedy everywhere in our daily lives. And so I don't think it's the best time to celebrate. I think you can kind of celebrate your work by talking
Yeah.
about it and sharing it on social media, but I don't think it's time to kind of have big gatherings and parties and stuff. I think normally if a film like this would have released and um, the response would have been like this, I would have been out a lot more and meeting people and, celebrating and going to restaurants and bars and meeting people from the industry. But we're in COVID right now.
I wanted to know, Harsh, that for the first time when you saw yourself on screen, it's a very big moment. What was that one thing that you did to, just treat yourself maybe?
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't want to make up something here on the spot and be dishonest. But I just think I really enjoy watching my like spreading my work, like letting my friends watch my work and kind of talking about it and having screenings, and discussing the work. I think is a really fulfilling experience. When you do something, you kind of have to keep it private for a long time because you're not able to show people the film and talk about it. But then, you kind of really look forward to sharing it and discussing it and yeah. So I think that's something that I really look forward to.
Great. So, Harsh, there was somebody who actually, asked the same question I wanted to. What your acting technique is something different. It just comes across the cinema. Is what is that you have like gone through to brush up your acting skills, or is there something different that you do about it to look like that?
Um, like what? Like exactly? Can you describe what about it? Then I can answer your question better.
So if we go back to AK versus AK, you had this this very intellectual, eccentric, intellectual look, and
Hmm.
acting as if it's very very natural. We just believe that Harsh is like that in real life.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Are you also like that in real life?
No, 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 not at all, not at all. I think what you're trying to say maybe is, it's coming across as, um, like a bit like not as acting and something a little more natural and
Yes.
yeah. I think, it takes a lot of hard work. Honestly, it's a very boring answer, but it's the truth. You have to, I think, spend a lot of time working on the material for it to come across as natural. You have to be kind of comfortable in your own skin. You have to be not afraid to bring a lot of yourself to your parts. And that just comes with lots of acting classes, spending time with the material. And, I'm not like some legend, like some thespian or some very experienced actor. I'm just very new. So I'm kind of also trying to figure my way around it, and kind of learn a lot about the craft as well. Um, but I would say a lot of acting classes, a lot of workshops, identifying good acting coaches, working with them, trying to understand the material better. And yeah, I think that I do have a way of doing things where, it can kind of come across as uh, not obviously a performance. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you can't really say that, oh, he's acting there, so yeah, so just try and work really hard so that it kind of comes across as more effortless and you know uh, you try and kind of seamlessly fit into the world of the film as opposed to trying to stand out constantly.
Yeah. So, somebody pointed out here again, it's like, you come across as a very intellectual person. Do you think that kind of image would restrict, certain directors to come to approach you with certain kind of roles? Like you said that you also want to be a part of a 500 crore club and also a 50 crore club. So, will that range be affected by this image, maybe?
Not really. I mean, I don't know, I think that's completely up to the filmmakers and how they see me. But I have complete faith that if a director thinks that I suit the part, they will kind of reach out to me. So I don't really think about things too much. I don't really focus too much on, oh, this is my perception, this is what people think, how do I change that? And I just kind of try and do the work as honestly as possible, really, and kind of just hope hope that people kind of, it resonates with people,
So who actually is Harsh Vardhan? Like you say that you're not exactly what we saw in AK versus AK.
Hmm.
How are you
Well,
as a person?
I,
You're
I,
casual, you're Punjabi.
I think the character in AK versus AK is somebody that's outward, very outward, outwardly, and very desperate for attention. And he's a performer. He's willing to do whatever it takes to get Anurag's attention in that film. But I think that I'm somebody that's a lot more restrained, held back, uh, you know, um, uh, not as outgoing, I would say. Just maybe quieter, like to spend a lot of time by myself. So yeah, I think I'm more like what I described.
And how is it, uh, being in the same house with the dad, superhero dad, like who's not even aging? Like the world is actually, trying to figure out why is he not aging? He stopped aging after a certain age. So, what is he like as a dad to you?
Well, yeah, it's great. You kind of get to learn a lot and discuss films and learn from his experiences. Um, so yeah, I'm very blessed to kind of have this environment and this infrastructure kind of around me.
Do you also seek advice from Anil or Ria or Sonam? Like who is the most, who's the go-to person for you? You go to with your if you need some feedback on your movie or on a script or something.
I don't really do that too much, to be honest. I think that acting is a very personal thing, so there's no point. It's kind of like a pointless exercise asking somebody about what they think or how they would do something.
Okay.
For example, if I got the script of Spotlight and I wanted to do it, sharing it with somebody, what is it really going to do for me? You know what I mean? Like, how is it going to really help me deliver, right? Because I've decided to do it when I've kind of read it, and then from there on in, it's kind of my responsibility. So I think that it's better to kind of focus energies on yourself and what you think, as opposed to kind of thinking about what other people think, because ultimately you're the one that's going to have to be there on set and deliver. Nobody's going to come and do that for you. And
Yeah.
I've always been asked this question since the beginning of my career. What acting advice do you? I was like, it's impossible to take. Like, how can I apply that advice to myself? Uh,
Mhm.
Everything that is kind of going to be learned and imbibed is going to be by my own mistakes. By it's a very it's a profession where it's important to be very self-aware. And self-awareness only comes, I think, predominantly from your own experiences.
So, are you a perfectionist yourself, like your dad?
Oh, I don't really know. I don't know if I'm a perfectionist, but I try and do my best, I think. Try and kind of spend time with the script and ask the directors a lot of questions and try and kind of do things to the best of my ability. So I guess that would be my answer.
I was thinking that is after going through so many rigorous activities of acting classes and everything and understanding the craft. Um, Today also when you go up for a shot, is there something that takes most of your time, in perfecting? Be it could be expressions, it could be the look, getting the right look, or getting the right body language, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think that no matter how much you kind of work on the craft, you always kind of start from zero whenever you take up something new. That's the interesting thing about the job is that you never really like there's no mastering it. You just kind of have to try and get better and better and better as you kind of go. And I think there are different struggles with every scene. I think the challenges are unique and it completely depends on the material and how you kind of take to that material.
So, Harsh, I'm sure all your fans know that you also have this passion apart from acting about sneakers. You
Right.
have a collection, and this passion is like growing, growing. Please tell us something about it. How did it start and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I just have kind of always been into clothes and shoes, and it just kind of took off in I think 2017, and I just started really enjoying it and sneaker culture and everything that it represents. And I'm a collector of things, so when I like things, I kind of like to collect things, and yeah, that's kind of how it started, and it's just been a lot of fun, and it's I've managed to meet a lot of people through it that have become very close friends of mine, and the culture is kind of taking off in India now.
Yeah.
etc. So it's great, to be a part of it. It's something that Anand has kind of really been into, and it's a great thing for us to kind of have in common and bond over and talk about.
So do you plan to also do any take it up as a business or something later?
No, I haven't really thought about that, to be honest.
Okay, Harsh, so we are kind of running out of time, so but I'll take up few questions from the audience.
Sure.
So there's this one question. What do you think as an actor, how are your comments or photos uploading on social media is? Okay, I mean, I think she means that how do you react to the comments you get on your pictures on social media?
Yeah, it's nice to see kind of nice comments, and then for the not so nice ones, you just kind of try to ignore them and not take them too seriously and move on.
Do you also try to personally reply a few of them? Like a lot of celebrities are doing that these days.
Yeah, I definitely kind of go through my DMs and kind of see what people are saying and connect with them and talk to them. Yeah.
Okay, so somebody is saying that Bhavesh Joshi, superhero, needs a sequel badly.
Well, I mean, I think that's a question for Vikram Motwani, the director, if he would kind of want to ever revisit that situation, and to kind of go ahead. And I would love to definitely be a part of it. So I think that's something that would be the director's call.
Okay, so there's this guy who's asking for one of your magazine shoots. The cover said shaping his legacy. How would you describe that?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you kind of shoot for a magazine and they decide how they want to present things, and that's a part and parcel of kind of being a public figure is, you have to kind of do those things. And I mean, I don't really know if I'm shaping my legacy. Haven't really thought about it too much. I just kind of am trying to go from film to film and trying to do a decent job.
And how much can you be flexible with your role, like playing the same gender romance or applying makeup, or yeah, that's what the question is.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
So I think they want to know that how flexible you can be with your role. Will you be comfortable playing a gay
Yeah,
on
absolutely,
screen?
absolutely, definitely.
And there's someone asking, tell us something about your vinyl records.
Yeah, the vinyls. Yeah, so I collect vinyls, I collect records, and yeah, I just really like collecting records and listening to music. And I kind of buy them when I travel. Sadly, I haven't been able to travel for some time, so I haven't been buying too many, but looking forward to adding more.
So it's shoes and records. Is there anything else that you like to collect?
Shoes, I collect records, I collect films, and I collect clothes for things.
And who's your favorite designer? I mean, do you take any cues from Ria, or you have your own style, or from Sonam?
No, I think my style is kind of very personal, but I collect Amiri, a brand called Amiri. He's a LA designer called Mike Amiri. I collect YSL, which is a French-based brand, and I really like collecting like jackets and denims, etc.
In AK or in Spotlight, your entire look was there any personal recommendation, or you just went by what the look was decided for you?
No, the all the clothes in AK versus AK and Spotlight are from my own wardrobe.
Yeah.
And with the help of the costume designers of those films, I kind of picked out the clothes as well from and styled myself and put those outfits together for those films.
Yeah, that's why it looks so real on you.
Yeah, it's just it's a personal touch.
That's great. Thank you, Harsh, for
Thank you.
talking to us. It's been really great, and you
Thank
could
you
say
for
maybe
having me.
bye to all the fans. They've been really putting all those hearts and comments all over.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Harsh.
Bye.